So my friends, now you clearly know the difference between single AI agents and multiple AI agents. Moving forward, we are going to talk about various frameworks involved in making these agentic AI solutions. Which to use when, what are the different technologies which we can leverage to make these agentic AI systems is what we will talk about. Like we know, AI agents can be made in two ways: programming coding ways and no code tools. So we'll talk about all of them, right? And we'll also talk about how to, choose which tool to use. Now, when I talk about the tools, the first tool and the most famous tool which is going on in the industry is LangGraph, LangChain and LangGraph. This is the tool. All right. I will talk about this tool. Another tool which we have is AutoGen. Okay. The third tool we have is CrewAI. Fourth one we have is Agno. Okay. This one is called Pydantic AI. For now, I'm just giving you a quick go through, icons. This is semantic kernel. This is NA10. This is LlamaIndex. Now, all the tools have their own speciality, their own purpose and everything. So we'll talk about all of them one by one. And how to check these websites. So every time we talk about a tool, what we are going to do is we are going to go and visit their website. The first thing which we spoke about was LangChain. Okay. So I can just simply go to langchain.com, and this is your task as well. Every time you are checking out any new framework, we call this as a framework to make AI agents. You are always supposed to go and check the website because website is the truth. Okay. And in this website, you can read about them, what they do, and how to program them and everything. I'm just giving you a brief overview. So see, LangChain, LangGraph, deep agents, what is evaluation, what is observability, right? Deployment, sandboxes, what are all these things? So the best way to know about all of these things is literally click and read something about it, right? How they work, why do we need them, what is this human in the loop, right? So when AI agents are working on a specific task and we want them to not directly implement, ask us before implementation. For example, your Google Mail agents, right? You might have used Google Notebook LM. Someone might have used this. So every time you will be using this Google Notebook LM, Google will type a mail on your behalf and it will keep it in the draft. It will just ask for approval. Should I send it? Then it will send your mail, right? So all those things, human in the loop, right? And how to program it. Every framework we will visit, I will show you. Every framework we will visit will have something called as documentation. Always go to documentation. See, documentation is the only truth. This is the code for future. All right. So if I go here, in the documentation, there will tell you everything that you have to do. If we go to build, what do you want to build? Let us say you want to build deep agents. See, it will start from the very basics. What are deep agents? Why do we make them? What do they do? How to quick start? What are the codes? Don't worry if these all are jargons. Of course, they will be. But I'm just showing you that everything that you want to do is right there on the websites. Everything that we will be studying in the coming days will be right there on the website itself. All right. Now, when to use this LangChain and LangGraph? When you want to have a very precise agentic behavior, when you want to control that agentic behavior, that is when you use the LangChain and LangGraph framework. And that is why it is the most famous framework currently going on in the market, because every small details on a very modular level you can control while making your AI agents. And this is LangChain. So we'll just have a go through all the frameworks, and in the coming days we'll also make it. But for now, let us go through. So this was the first framework, LangChain and LangGraph. Let us talk about another framework, which is AutoGen. Now, AutoGen is made by Microsoft. I can just simply search AutoGen. You will see everything in common. AutoGen. I'll open this AutoGen. So how it was is earlier Microsoft, this is an interesting story which you guys should know. Earlier Microsoft had their own framework. Microsoft AI agents. Let us say Microsoft was having a team of AutoGen. Okay. What is AutoGen? AutoGen is a way to make AI agents, just how LangChain was, right? So similarly, let us say some brand Myntra, okay, some organization Myntra comes up with blue jeans. Okay. On Amazon as well, we can have blue jeans, right? On Meesho, on any other platform, we will have blue jeans and the similar kind of jeans. What do we understand from this? Blue jeans is available on all global market leaders. Similarly, to make AI agents, all the global market leaders are providing their own service that, hey, use our service, use our service. So similarly, LangChain was one by the LangChain organization. Similarly, AutoGen is one from Microsoft organization. So what happened is when Microsoft was developing this AutoGen, their internal team, due to some internal discussions, they broke up. And when they broke up, two different frameworks were launched. One was AG2 and one was AutoGen itself, right? So AG2 is being taken care by some other organization now. They are separate from Microsoft, and AutoGen is being continued by Microsoft itself. All right, so I'm showing you this AutoGen. AG2 also I will show you. Let us go here. See AutoGen. We are on the page of AutoGen, and see here also you have get started. Let us click get started. They're giving you everything that you want to know. Everything will be explained on the website itself. Everything that you are curious about, anything that you want to see how to install and everything, you will get it. See, this is one line of Python code how to install AutoGen. The whole purpose I'm telling you about this is understand one point. Anything that you want to study will be present on the specific website. And you just have to know the AI agent concepts, how AI agents are made, why and what kind of thing you have to make. Rest, using any of these is not a problem. I hope you get it. Using any of these anytime is not a problem, even if you haven't used it once in your life. The main thing you have to understand is how to make AI agents. If you know how to make AI agents, you can make it using any of these frameworks. So this is AutoGen. You can read about this. What is agent chat? Why do we need agent chat? Right? And let us also see AG2. See, if I show you AG2, again, what was written on AutoGen? I forgot to show you this. A framework for building AI agents and applications. Right? Now, AutoGen is very famous because in AutoGen is designed for making multi-AI agents. What was the specialty of LangChain and LangGraph? We can control small parts of AI agents. What is the specialty of AutoGen? AutoGen shines when we want to make multi-AI agents, multiple AI agents together. That is where AutoGen shines. We can talk about AG2. See? Build, orchestrate, evolve system as AI agents, your AI workforce. So this is also for making multiple AI agents in your own way, right? So you can read about this website as well, that what is AG2, open source framework. Okay, you can contribute and everything. You can read about this as well, right? Let us talk about CrewAI. CrewAI is also used to make multiple AI agents. So all of them have their own functionality. CrewAI gives you ready to use tools and directly make your multi-AI agents. In AutoGen and LangChain, you will have to program small things, right? In AutoGen also you can control AI agents on a smaller level. In CrewAI, you cannot control them on a very smaller level. You can control them on a high level. You can just design them for this task, that task, and directly they will run. And you have to give them tools. So CrewAI is a straightforward framework to go ahead and make AI agents with less efforts. All right, here you will require some engineering efforts. Here with less efforts of programming, you can make your AI agents, right? So let me go to CrewAI. See, if I open CrewAI, this is the CrewAI that accelerates agent adoption from discovering what to automate to launching your first AI agents, etc., etc. You can read about it. See, and again, this will also have something called as documentation. You can go ahead, read this documentation and see. Introduction, let us click introduction, and on introduction it will be written that, hey, this is CrewAI, this is that, why CrewAI, what are crews, what is crew? From we understand, multiple peoples make up a crew. So similarly, multiple agents will make a crew, right? Similarly, we have another framework by Agno organization. Agno is a newly coming up organization, Agno. See, this is faster. This is Agno is used to make enterprise grade AI agents. They give us something called as agent OS, agent operating system. So an AI agent which sits inside your computer and controls your computer, reads your computer details and all those things. Agno. Again, this will also have something called as docs, and you can read the introduction and everything. All right. Now, I will talk about all of these as well. Right? Let me talk about all of these, then I will come to the next part. Next is Pydantic AI. When we want to make very structured AI agents, that is when we go to Pydantic AI. Right? Now, what do I mean by structured AI agents? See, Pydantic AI also has a nice story. Let me talk about Pydantic AI. The purpose is to make structured AI agents. Now see, Pydantic AI, earlier there was no Pydantic AI, earlier there was only Pydantic. And what was Pydantic used for? Pydantic was used for structuring and validating responses. Structuring and validation. Now, what is validation? See, if I just go ahead and log in somewhere, okay, if I go and I try this, I try to log in here. In this email, it will check for my email. If I type some email that, hey, abc.mop, right? If I do something like this, and if I do something like this, continue, it will say that, hey, your email that you're entering is not appropriate. There is no @ there is no nothing in this. This is not correct. This is validation. Okay. And this was the use of Pydantic. This was why Pydantic was used. Okay. Validation to check if you're entering your mobile number on some form. So let us say your mobile number is some 10 digits mobile number and you are entering only 4 digits. It will not accept only. It will validate that are you giving the proper information to us. So this was the whole use of Pydantic. Now what was happening is all the frameworks, LangChain, in the earlier days, let us say in the early 2024, LangChain, CrewAI, these all had come into existence. Agno is also that old, right? AutoGen. All of these people, whenever we were using this, we had to commonly use Pydantic AI. Sorry, Pydantic. Even though framework was this to make AI agents, we had to use Pydantic. Now why? Because when AI agents talk to each other, AI agents, what do? When we give AI agents to solve a task, this is an AI agent, this is an AI agent, and all of these will solve a task. To solve a task, these AI agents will communicate within each other. All of them will talk to each other. When it will give a task, it will literally say, hey, do this task. And even when it will talk to this, hey, do a task. So there's a conversation happening. If this agent is not clear about the task, it will ask again, hey, I am not clear. Tell me about this task. So what was happening is when these guys were having a conversation, it was going really long sometimes. The conversations was really going long. Why? Because structured information was not being passed. Okay, let us say we have something called as travel planner agent. Now, this travel planner agent is designed to create travel plans. I can show you that. See, let us search something called as travel planner agents. See, travel planner, meet Leila, a trip planner. Okay. Instead of this, I can just simply write trip planner AI. Check this out, AI travel planner. Okay, we can start chatting. And I can just simply say that create a plan for 6 days to Bali, keep it high budget and relaxed. See what it will do. It will create a plan for me. See, it is giving me such good map and everything. So it is accessing the map functionality internally. So the tool is being utilized, right? Now it will find hotels for me. It will find the flights for me. It will find the places for me. And then given all that information, it will create a plan for me. Now in this, let me first show you the response and then I will talk about this. So see, whenever it is creating a plan, don't you think it is giving me such a structured information that morning, afternoon and evening you will do this. Morning, afternoon and evening you will do this. And similarly, morning, afternoon, evening you will do this, and same for all, and it is giving me good plan. Right? It is also giving me places and everything. Now, what did we observe over here? It gave me a structured plan. Structured plan is what we observed over here. Now, what was happening is, earlier when there is no Pydantic in your system, there is no validation in your system, every time this AI agent will give a response, the response will be something else. The response will be different. This time it is giving morning, evening, morning, afternoon, evening. It is properly giving these and then giving the information. But in other ways, what it can do is, hey, this is your plan. In the morning, you should go here. In the evening, you should go here. That is not so structured, right? When we want to maintain the structure of the responses so that every time the user uses it, feels the same. Everyone who uses this feels the same. We should not have different experiences for different users. That is why we needed Pydantic to pass structured information, to take structured input, to give structured output, and to not take unnecessary inputs and give unnecessary outputs. Right? So the story was everyone was using Pydantic because without Pydantic the systems were not made. So what Pydantic people thought that, hey, now let us go ahead and instead of now we know that we are famous enough, everyone is using us, we will go ahead and bring our own product of Pydantic AI. That, hey, you want to make AI agents using Pydantic? Don't go anywhere else. Use our product Pydantic AI. And that is how Pydantic AI came into existence 2 years ago in 2024. This is Pydantic AI. This is semantic kernel made by Microsoft. Okay. We forgot to check Pydantic AI. Let me show you Pydantic. Pydantic AI. See, we go to Pydantic AI. Again, we can see that there are different products of Pydantic as well. We will talk about it some other time. Pydantic AI installation. This was the introduction that Pydantic AI is a Python agent framework designed to quickly, confidently, painlessly build production grade application and workflows with generative AI. Now there is one more thing I forgot to tell. Pydantic AI is very widely used by financial institutions because that is where they need to maintain a very strict schema, very strict information. So financial agents, the finance organizations, I can show you one of the finance organizations, Payman AI. Okay, Payman AI. Now Payman AI gives you a service where your AI agent can handle your money. Just similarly, how you can chat to your AI agent that, hey, how much balance I'm remaining with? Hey, send this much tokens or send this much dollars to this person. It also deals with our cryptocurrency. It also deals with our US dollars. So you can check this out. Check out this website. This is also amazing. And we will make a project in which, we will integrate Payman AI. It will be interesting. Right? So these are all different things that people have made. This is semantic kernel made by Microsoft, right? And then we have N8N. Okay, we have N8N. I will talk about this in the end. Before this, I will talk about LlamaIndex. So LlamaIndex is used to solve your RAG kind of use cases. In the coming lectures, I'm talking about RAG. But LlamaIndex is a dedicated framework to make RAG. What is RAG? You remember we saw this document agent? This document agent which we just saw. It should be here. Sorry, I'm just searching. Yeah. See? Your AI agent to be able to talk to your documents. So in order to make this, I have used LlamaIndex internally. LlamaIndex was used when we want to make such kind of use cases. So again, the purpose of understanding is every time we want to, make a use case of our AI agents, we have to choose within a list of frameworks that which of them we can use for our task. If it is a quick task, we can use CrewAI, right? If we want to make a multi-agent system, we can choose AutoGen, right? If we want to control our agentic system on a very smaller level, we should go for LangChain and LangGraph, right? If you want to make strict AI agents, very structured AI agents, uniform, disciplined AI agents, we can choose for Agentic AI, right? And when we want to make this RAG document chatter kind of use cases, we can go for LlamaIndex. Let me show you an example of LlamaIndex. You guys will be excited for that. So it should be here. Check this out. See, these are just some random organizations which I have, fetched from Google. Novus Chat. Everyone offers us a chatbot here. See, Chat Lab. Everyone offers us a chatbot. Look at the service they are offering. AI agent for customer support and sales. They are saying that, hey, use our product, directly integrate in your application and use it for customer care. So we can chat. See, so we can say, we can talk in natural language. Tell me about your product in, French. It will tell us in French. See? And, we can do it anyway. We can also make a project on top of this. We can utilize this software in our system. We will see it. Similarly, we can see some other Novus chat action. We can chat. Who are you? It will tell us that, ask me about these things. Now, let me show you one more interesting things. These are called intelligent chatbots. Okay, chatbots are also of two kinds. These are intelligent chatbots. So LlamaIndex is used in this RAG kind of use cases. Lastly, we have n8n. n8n is a no-code tool when you don't want to use code and you want to make quick prototypes without code. That is when you go for n8n. Okay. Let us search n8n. See, n8n. Again, here also you can use the documentation and you can learn a lot of things about them. Okay, every answer you want to know is on the documentation. All right. Now let me give you an amazing resource for learning n8n. So I can go to YouTube. You can learn n8n in this week itself, properly 100%. I can write n8n Mayank Agarwal. So he's one of my colleagues. Check this out. It's a 7-hour masterclass. In this you will learn everything that you have to learn in your n8n journey. So you can definitely check this out. An amazing resource. I have also learned from this, and it is really amazing, and you should definitely give it a shot. So these were all the AI agent frameworks which we use to create different AI agents. If we talk about how to pick the right resource, like I told you, when you want to control making your AI agents on a very smaller level, you go for LangChain, right? When you want to make multi-agentic systems, you go for AutoGen or CrewAI. When you want to make a quick prototype, you go for CrewAI, right? If you want to go for a no-code solution, you go for n8n. So these are different ways. And how will you know about these? How will you know which to choose when? When you know what that framework offers. How will you know what that framework offers? By going and reading their documentation. Okay. Every time you want to know about any kind of framework, you will always go to the documentation and read about the framework. Right? Now let me tell you one more thing. Every documentation, okay, every documentation will have a GitHub link with it. Okay, so I can just quickly go here, and when I'm on LangChain or LangGraph documentation, I can see something called as GitHub. Let me go here. When I'm on this GitHub link, I can check the repositories, and if I just check this deep agents, I can see how many stars it has. Okay, the number of stars it has defines the number of people using it, the wider community it is. Okay, see 24.9k stars. If I go to AutoGen, on AutoGen also I have a way of going to the GitHub. Let me go here. See, I'm on AutoGen GitHub, and here I can see we have 59.1k stars, which means these many people are using it. And if you'll be confused that why LangChain has lesser one, LangChain actually is the most widely used. And if you will be confused why LangChain has lesser, let me show you. I opened a new thing by LangChain. If I open the old, if I open something which is being used by a really long time, check this out. Okay, let me go here. See, 140k stars. So this is how you compare framework to framework, that how can I trust this framework, which is the most widely used by people. Check this out. It has AutoGen had 59.1k stars and LangChain had 140k stars. So we can know that, okay, many people are using this in compare with AutoGen. Similarly, if we go to CrewAI, if we go to CrewAI docs, we will see a GitHub link somewhere. We should see a GitHub link somewhere. Okay. So let me quickly search introduction. Okay. It should be somewhere. See, it is here itself. And it is saying how many stars it has. So let me go here. CrewAI also has 54k stars, right? If I go to Agno, if I go to documentation, so Agno has 40k stars. So we can compare that how many people are using, how much wider community one framework has. If I go to Pydantic, right? Let us check out Pydantic AI. So Pydantic AI will also have its GitHub somewhere. Can just check. See, Pydantic AI, if we check, Pydantic AI is used by 17.9k people. So we can know the kind of community over here, right? So I hope you are understanding. Let us check lastly the NA10. Okay. So NA10 also has its GitHub. Check out, NA10 has more than LangChain because it's a no-code tool and many people are able to adapt to NA10, right? 193k stars, more than LangChain. Even though LangChain is the widest used in production, NA10 has a bigger community. This is the kind of information we understand, right? So let me give you an assignment. Let us go here and let me give you an assignment. So your assignment will be, you have to check all frameworks. All frameworks, everything which we spoke about, LangChain, AutoGen, etc. You have to just figure out which is best for what. Now you can use GPT for that. You can use any tool for that, Gemini, Claude, anything for that. You need to get all these answers. This will be a 1 hour or a lesser hour task. Which is best for what, right? You have to check all frameworks. Secondly, you have to check the community. Check how much wider community it has. So you will check the GitHub stars for that matter, right? This is your only assignment for this, that you should be able to go to each of the AI agent framework and you should be able to know which is used for what. And second assignment, find a framework which was not mentioned in my list. These are your 2 tasks, and it will take you less than 1 hour to complete it, and I hope you will do it.